God almighty. Send in Ed Pinkerton. I'll be right with you, Ed.
Professor of Science.
Come on in, Ed. It's been a long day.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Ed? Ed, you know, it's fabulous to see you again. You look good. You smell good. You are good, right? You're good.
I gotta say, I'm feeling great, and it's all thanks to your program.
Exactly.
I was a mess before I found your ad in the paper, and I decided to call.
Hold on just a second. Speaking of calls,
you're a busy man, aren't you?
These ads are fabulous. I'm surprised you don't have your phone with you to be making money while you're on the program. I never stop. Todd Bosley here.
Gotta take a break sometime. Wow.
Well. Hey, how's it going over there? I just want to check in real quick. Let you know I've been reviewing your files, and I need you to give me a call back another time.
Well,
give me just a minute. I know you're excited, and I have lots of time to tell you, but I have several ads that are making me several.
You know, my time is
$billion.
very valuable, too.
It is, and you should have your phone. Hey, I'm just returning your call. You call me back here in just a few, and we'll talk about this, but right now I've got Ed Pinkerton in my office. Ta-ta. Now, Ed, as you were saying.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, I started off working as a professor of science at the University of California, and I was only making $30,000, teaching a bunch of punks. Are you listening?
Yeah, 30,000. I'm just taking notes mentally in my head because it's always about, you know, I want to see what the bottom line is.
And I want to show you this figure that I came up with of how much of an increase in pay I've been making just off of a month of your program. Now, see, that's a pretty big figure.
That's astounding.
Isn't that amazing?
Now, and how short a time? How short a time was that when you actually started generating that revenue?
I don't know if you can see that or not.
I mean, I actually have a copy of your first ad that you placed right here.
That's only since December.
Now, and that was from just this simple ad. You placed a total of, what was it? It was six words, all right? And that's if you're counting A as a word, all right? And that cost you how much money to place that ad?
It only cost me about, you know, pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Now the ad said, "Hey, jerk, looking for a circle?" And your phone number was right there. I actually called, and that night, how much money did you make that night?
Well, alone on the circle jerk venture, profit margin was extremely high. I think we made about $20,000 in that one night.
$20,000
yeah,
in one night?
That is correct.
In one night, all by yourself?
Yeah, and
that's amazing. That's just amazing.
And you just can't compare that to anything else. You know,
that's in one night. That's $10,000 shy of what you made in a year as a professor.
60% increase in pay.
Now, here's another example of an ad that you placed here yourself. It's a talented, gifted, and good-looking 25-year-old male seeks sugar mama. Whatever you need and however you need it, take me to your parties and spoil me. I won't disappoint you. Now, that ad is a perfect example, once again, of what perfect rule in my perfect system.
Now, I placed so many ads.
What is the example?
I've placed so many ads, it's hard to remember.
But what is that a perfect example of?
That's
working smarter, not harder, because you're gonna have you're gonna have a different clientele. You see, that is a very. I mean, you wrote the ad, and I figured, you know, you would know after years using my system. You know, I mean, this system does
the
work.
Work Smarter, Not Harder program is definitely the best ad placing program on the market today. At least 60% increase in my assets and my value and net worth per year, per capita. There's no comparison. There is one comparison that I'll have to tell you that I'm wanting to sell you on this program.
It's just one of the other things I do. I don't just place tiny little ads. I drill tiny little holes in public restrooms secretly around the world. Now, already got your paperwork filled out. We're going to start you drilling tiny little holes in public restrooms around America secretly. Right? And you really get to set your own hours at this type of job, right? And all you had to do,
I gotta say, it's a dream come true. You know, I don't have to teach college brats anymore. I basically sit at home and...
You've actually had some of your students as clients now from some of your tiny little ads, is that right?
That is correct, Todd. You know, it seems like when I tell somebody about what all we got to do is place the ads, right? Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing, isn't it? Because
it is. It's a beautiful thing.
Once you just explain it to somebody, they get as excited as I do. And, and I think if we can explain it to everybody else, Todd, then they'll get as excited as we are right now.
Now that figure right there is enough to get, you know, a dead man excited. That's exciting. That's just very exciting. I mean, that's exciting. I can support the cocaine habit that I've had for the last 20 years on that money and still have money to pay child support and afford. What's wrong? What seems to be the problem?
I'm baffled.
You're baffled. I'm baffled too.
That is an exciting number.
Yes, it is. And I'm telling you, Todd, well, I've really got to go. I've got a lot of things I got to do. Now, Ed, it's been a pleasure having you today, but I've got to get working on this. If you'll just go ahead and sign here in the bottom, right there, I'll go ahead and send you all the...
I'm going to have to read the...
I'm just going to send you the kit out so you can get started drilling tiny little holes.
Shouldn't I read before I sign?
You don't need to. This is a Todd Bosley program. It's a perfect system. In a perfect system, you can't go wrong. Just go ahead and... Just there you go. But Ed, I appreciate you for coming down to the office. You have a great day. I've got things to do.
But
I'm a busy man. I gotta go.
But the thing I gotta say is, you can't just push me out of your office like that.